This is my tortoise impression. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I'm just messing around. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jason Johnson. This is Five in the Word. I'm gonna do a little bit of reading for y'all and do line by line exposition the best way I know how, and that's just to read it right out the Word of the Bible, line by line, and try to explain it and get the revelation as I get it, and then y'all get it too. So, it's real cool. So let's go ahead and jump in. We are at Genesis chapter 4, verse 6. And it starts out, the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? And why has your face fallen?" And you would think, well, he doesn't know. He doesn't know, but he's omnipotent, which means that he just knows everything. So he that was more of like a rhetorical question. He was just like, well, why are you so angry and why are your face falling? Because if you'll see in the next verse, if you do well, will you not be accepted? So it's just like, well, yeah. And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must rule over it. And that's a really, I think that's a really cool thing that God says there, because a lot of people would say, well, why would God allow such and such to happen? Why would he allow all these bad things to happen? And I don't think that it's him. I think that because of the sin that entered or happened, all this evil and wickedness entered into the world. So you'll see right then and there in verse 7 that sin is always there for us. You can see a big billboard. You can see someone saying, "Hey, you want to make some quick money," or you know what I'm saying, and you have the choice to do it or not to do it. So the desire is always there in our hearts to do it, but as God is saying, its desire is there, but as people of God, we need to have a ownership to rule over it. So you can't be letting it just rule over you and just doing it all the time, because then you're just gonna be lost. So all right, verse 8. Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" See now, and this is interesting too. So he should have already known. God knows everything anyway. So here he is asking another rhetorical question. Cain, where's your brother Abel? And then Cain thought he was slick and he said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" And the Lord said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying to me from the ground, and now you are cursed from the ground." Great. "Which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work, it shall no longer yield to you its strength. You shall be a fugitive and wander the earth." And right there, every time we do any kind of sin or anything, there's always some kind of repercussion for it. People think that okay, I'm going to cheat on my taxes this year and no one's going to know about it. But, I think it's really interesting that the IRS has, they have a voluntary account where people feel guilty about what they've done, so they just send the money to it. When we sin, it always has consequences, and and God doesn't miss anything. He's not like the substitute teacher that I used to cheat on and be like, oh, I could just cheat off the person right next to me and he wouldn't see. God sees everything, so it's just like, if you do yourself a favor and really think about it, it's a lot easier to walk the straight and narrow line. I know that things are going to come out and kind of push you off that line, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel so much better about yourself, and you're not going to have the conscience and just the guilt and just the repercussions of doing wrong living. So I kind of get off on a tangent there, and I think that we actually read a lot. I'm actually getting better at this because I never really read really well. It's just like, yeah, I can read, but it's just like not very well. I'm not like a James Earl Jones or whatever that cat is off of the Sprint commercials. But anyway, I'm reading it, and I think y'all are getting it. I'm getting it. So I'm glad y'all tuning in. This is Jason Johnson. It's Five in the Word, and I appreciate y'all for joining in. And subscribe to y'all's boy because I'd appreciate it.